Gamers need to score points. People in the office want to score points. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Gamers play in real time. Business professionals must react in real time. The similarities are striking. And they play to win. Gamers play to win. They play to win. Why? Because they're ranked. We call that a performance review, I think. But they're ranked in real time. And it's online. And it's there for everybody to see. The only thing hiding is their name, their gamer tag typically hides it. But they play to win. And of course, people in our office, they should play to win. And they love their software. I mean, I love my product, don't get me wrong, but gee, it's still only software. And so where does this passion come from? What is it? I mean, these people are, these games, they teach you these incredible skills. People are very passionate about what they're doing. They're committed. They're spending 22 hours or 7 hours a week on these things. They love it, but, has software really kind of got there? I mean, have we really? I accept I'm at a SaaS conference and I'm a SaaS vendor, and that we most certainly SaaS is super and really important and all that stuff. But have we really advanced business software that much? I thought I'd take us back in time. Anyone recognize this? I think some people are still using it, right? So, we got, and hang on, just please, my friends in Redmond. And then we did this. We did the big 95 thing. Then we got very revolutionary. And we did 98. But don't worry, billions of dollars of investment has gone into this advancement. Then, as we all know, we went to XP, it's got colors. And then we went to Vista. Woohoo! So a colleague of mine summed it up as, it's shinier and more translucent after all those years. Gee, I mean, come on. Yes, definitely. It's much better experience. I'm an Apple guy, used to work with Apple and use a Mac. And I could have a little tongue-in-cheek exercise on the Mac too. It hasn't been a perfect world. The point is, well, here's my point. Anyone remember this? This is like first generation gaming, right? Hi, this was fun. And then we went to Pac-Man. Definitely a little bit more fancy, right? And then then I guess, what was it, Super Mario? I think that was quite an important game. But then you see the gaming industry just leapt, just leapfrogged. When the rest of the business software industry was worrying about some other issues, they just figured it out. And look at some of the UI. This is Tomb Raider. The processors are the same processors we're using in our PCs, right? This is not something special. And then, of course, we've got Halo, which is one of the best-selling games based in Kirkland, near where I live. So, I wasn't really trying to make fun of my friends in Redmond. I was just pointing out that let's just get real about where the innovation is. And what is the user experience that we've been delivering? And have we really made the breakthroughs that we think we have? So what's the secret sauce? Why is it video games are compelling experiences? Why is it that people can pick up and play? My goodness me. It's much harder to set up your control panel in World of Warcraft than it is to add a contact in a contact management system. But guess what? People can sit in front of World of Warcraft and do it straight away. Put them in front of my product, and they kind of scratch their head. Well, not my product, of course, a CRM product. So what is it that's different? Well, video games are fast. And speed is king. Make no mistake, I think it's one of Google's big statements. Fast is better than slow, I believe is one of their mantras. Yes, fast is better than slow. Absolutely. The other super thing about video games, they have this secret way of keeping you focused on a single task. And what they do very cleverly is they unravel features as your capabilities mature. This is what, in the gaming industry, the secret word is called mastery. So once you've mastered something, you go on to the next level. You go on to the next puzzle. You go on to a greater sense of adventure. but only when you've earned your stripes, only when you've proven that you've mastered what it is that you've been doing before. They make incredible use of graphics, as we saw, and this is a highly visual world, right? I mean, we're all stimulated by visuals, much more than we are by forms and grids. So they're highly visual, which makes them more exciting to use. They're immediately collaborative. They have more sorts. They are pick up and play, right? You can pick up a controller and you can start playing straight away. And you can do, I love this stuff, it's called trial and error. Client server, no trial and error, right? SaaS model, back button, allows trial and error, right? So when you deploy an application in a browser, you've got the back button, and users tend to be a little bit more risk takers. But gaming encourages you. Why? Because you can regenerate, right? If you die, you can just press a button and suddenly you're alive again. The point is that they encourage you to discover and explore. And the best thing about video games is they reward you. This, I'll talk about in a moment or two, but this is magical. You see, I'm a CRM company. I'm a CRM vendor. The business is a CRM company. And by golly, hasn't CRM typically just been a stick that management use to find out what's not happening? Well, where's the carrot? Where's the incentive for the individuals to really use it? Where's the reward in it for them? In gaming, there's tremendous rewards. You get a new level. You get better armor. You get different achievement rankings. You're just better. And you know you're better once you've gone through to the next level. Why can't we apply that to business software? I believe you can. In fact, I'm going to show you specifically areas that you can do that. As I said, video games teach you to take risks without consequences. Okay, are you with me? Is it time for me to bring in a cocktail? So how do we change the game? If you believe in my thesis that there's 190 million gamers, the age average 33, video games know more about getting people to use stuff than enterprise software does, what's the game plan? Well, here's the game plan. How do we do it? 2 words. Mastery and pleasure. That is the secret sauce game mechanics. I think some insiders like to call it. Mastery and pleasure. And in business software, things are designed around scenarios, right? The so-called use case scenario, right? What is the person trying to achieve, and is the software designed? And the way that we try and build stuff is, they're trying to add a contact, so let's show them how they add a contact. And frankly, I was talking to somebody earlier, and I said, if you get stuck, you click the help button, and robo-help, or something else equally fabulous, opens up, and you're kind of lost. And the reason is because there was no scenario for you getting lost. Because developers developed the perfect Swiss Army knife of CRM, and the scenario is going to be perfect. Well, that's fundamentally flawed, right? Here's the flaw. The software then, therefore, is only as good as the scenario designer. If he got it wrong, the scenario doesn't work. Gaming is different. Gaming designs around mastery and pleasure. Basically what they're looking for is not can you do something, but how well are you doing something. And what they do is they give you this ability to learn how to do something, and gaming software is very clever. It spots behavior. Enterprise software doesn't. It tracks your behavior. It's feedback mechanisms internal to the system of saying, how's he doing, how's he doing, how's he doing? Oh, he's killed that many people. Oh, he's mastered that level. Oh, he got through that maze. He's doing well, he's doing well. Let's open up some more. Let's go to the next level. And so the design ethos is all about basically how well is somebody doing something. So you've got to change the way software is designed to think more about behavioral analysis, right? How is that user performing the function that you've asked him to perform? Could it be adjusted in some way? Should it be improved? Could we help them achieve the outcome? Then we're basically also looking at, how about this word? How much did you enjoy learning how to do it? When was the last time a product manager or a software developer sat down and thought, I wonder how much enjoyment and learning I'm going to give this person? And where is the pleasure in adding a contact?